All are fine? Okay, so today we are going to learn lesson 4 of the third block, and this is solving addition problems. We often use addition to solve problems in real life. We need to put together, when we need to put together, we add. You know that? When we do addition? Yes. So in a story problem, the words like how much, in all, total, sum, so these words tells us what exactly we have to do in this question, in a question, right? Okay, so let's start. The aim of the lesson is to learn to solve addition problem. So now, when you get a problem, an addition problem to solve, what you need to do is you have to read the question and you have to try to understand two main things. Two main things you need to understand. The first thing is the information given. When you read a problem sum, there would be some information given that you need to pick out first. Okay? And the second thing which you need to do is you have to understand what the question is asking us to do. That means what are we supposed to do? Okay? So that is the question which we have to do it. So those two things, if you understand in a problem sum, you can easily solve it. So the first thing is information given and the second thing is question asked. Okay, so now if you get a question like this, there are 9 big balls and 5 small balls. How many total number of balls are there? If you get a question like this, as I told you, the first thing what we need to do, we need to find out what information is given in the question. So what information is there? There are 9 big balls and 5 small balls. That is the information in this question. 9 big balls and 5 small balls. Okay? Yeah. And then the second thing you need to do is you have to see what are we supposed to do in the question. What exactly is the question? That is the total number of balls. We need to find out the total number of balls. Correct? So these two things, if you find it out, it will be very easy for you to answer. Got it? So let's see. Let's draw 9 big balls. First we will try to solve it in pictorial method and then we will move to the statement method. Okay. So let's draw 9 big balls first. This is 2. Count with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many balls are there? Big balls? 9 big balls. Correct? Okay. But we have few more balls. Small balls, that is 5 in numbers. So let's draw 5 small balls. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So now on the screen you can see 9 big balls and 5 small balls. And this was the description, I mean the information given. Correct? Now what is the question? We have to move to the second part. That is question. What is the question? We need to find out total number of balls. So for that, what do we need to do? We need to count the total number of balls. Correct? So count how many balls are there? 9 big balls. Count after that. 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So what's the total number of balls? 14. So that is clear. Now, in problem solving sums, children, you need to write the statements also. Calculation, you can easily do it. You can count and calculate and get the answer. But you need to write the statement also. Now, how you will write statement? Now, because this question is about balls, balls are countable. We can count balls in numbers. 1, 2, 3 we can count. So what we will do, we'll start the statement with number of. Number of. So now again try to recollect the information given. What's the information? Information was 9 big balls, 5 small balls. So 9 big balls was the first information, right? So let's frame a statement. Number of big balls is equal to 9. Correct? And then what was the second information? It was about small ball. So we can write number of small ball is equal to 5. So this is how we frame statements. First 2 or 3 statements should be first. Here there are only 2 informations. So depending on the informations, we increase the number of statements. So here, because we have only 2 informations, that is 9 big balls, 5 small balls. So we are framing 2 statements for the information. And the third statement would be for the question. What is the question? Find the total number of balls. So the statement should be framed as total number. We are finding total number. So we will frame a statement like total number of balls. 9 big balls plus 5 small balls. That is how statements are framed. So let's see here. So first statement, can you read? Number of big balls. That's the first information. Second information is number of small balls. So we have framed statements according to the information we got from the question. Am I correct? Yeah, I hope that is clear. Okay, so the third statement we have framed on the basis of the question. On the basis of the question we have framed how many balls are there in total. That was the question. So based on that we have framed question. We have framed a statement like total number of balls is equal to 9 balls plus 5 balls. And then we have done addition in the column method and we have written the answer. So one thing you need to remember, children, when you write the answer, the units is very important. Units means what is about it. What is that? Here it is 14 balls. If you don't write balls, I will not be able to understand. Correct? So the balls, that is very important. What is it? What exactly we are talking about in this? That is important. Okay? So let's see one more example. Here, Jia has 16 green marbles and Antarya has 5 blue marbles. How many marbles they have in all? I told you 2 things we need to find it out from the question. The first one is the information given. What is the information given here? There are 2 informations given again. One is Jia has 16 marbles. That's the first information. And what's the second information? That is Antarya has 5 marbles. Jia has 16 green marbles and Antarya has 5 blue marbles. That's the information which is given in the question. And third sentence in this is a question. How many marbles they have in all? We have to count the total number. So now I hope you've understood the information given and the question asked. Let's frame the statement. The first information is 16 green marbles with Jia. So that is the first information. Let's frame. Again, marble is countable. We can count marbles, right? So we will write number of green marbles with Jia. Or number of green marbles Jia has. The second one, the second information is Antarya has 5 blue marbles. So we can frame it as number of marbles Antarya has is equal to 5. Simple. Now what will be the third one? Third statement. That should be based on the question, right? So let's see what's the question. How many marbles they have in all? So total we have to find out. Am I correct? So we will start the statement as total number of marbles with them. Let's see. So first we will see the pictorial method. There are 5 blue marbles and 15 green marbles. So now we have to count the total number. If you count, what you will get? 15 plus 5, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So there are 20 marbles in all. But this is a problem solving question, right? So what are we supposed to do? We have to write the statement and answer. So let's see what the first statement should be. Let's read out the first statement. Number of marbles Jia has. The first information is Jia has 15 green marbles. So based on that, we have framed the sentence. The second one, number of marbles Antarya has. Again, the second information was Antarya has blue marbles, 5 blue marbles. So based on that, we have framed the sentence. Correct? Statement. And third one, the question was find the total number. So we have framed the statement as total number of marbles. So 15 green marbles plus 5 blue marbles is equal to 20 marbles. And column method again we have done. We know how the column method is to be done. We have already learned in the previous class. We have done that. So I hope the concept is clear. The problems are how it has to be written, how it has to be calculated. I hope it's clear to you all. Okay. Thank you so much, children. You should watch this. Subscribe the channel and like it. You'll do that? Okay. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.